Well, it's a great time of year. It's March, and with March comes a lot of excitement in basketball. I know the state tournament in the state of Oklahoma has begun, and a number of games are already being played. And good luck to all those competitors, both boys and girls, this week. We'll certainly be watching. For our team and for so many in college basketball, finishing up the regular season, I know some conference tournaments have already started, but we're really excited about ending our regular season here at home on Saturday. It's also senior day for us, and going to be honoring Kobe Williams and Ari Seals. Really appreciate both of them for so many reasons. One, in Ari, having come here and now coached him for 2 years, he's been a model person in our program, and somebody that just does everything you ask him to, and he does it with a great attitude. He's a terrific student, a wonderful representative of our program. He's a good basketball player too, and of course comes from a great history of TU men's basketball with his dad Shay. And then Kobe, someone that we recruited at Louisiana Tech, knew at a very young age, and did not coach him last year, of course, but really honored to have him here in his 5th and final year, and to continue to walk on that journey with him. He's been a terrific player and a wonderful person, and very near and dear to my heart to be able to coach him as long as I have. So want to honor those guys, and the best way to do that is to, for our fans, we hope that they'll continue to support like they have all season long, and then for our guys to honor them by playing really hard and really well together against a very good South Florida team.
All right, next questions?
Obviously, with a ranked team coming to town, there's a little bit more excitement around it, but also a bigger challenge. What have you seen from them that's made South Florida so good this year?
Well, they're on a great run. They've won 14 in a row and something like 19 out of the last 20. They're number 1 in the league right now defensively, but they're also number 1 in assists. And they shoot a lot of threes. They have a number of guys that can shoot it. And they have a really good way of, if you take something away, they have a way of then making you hurt on the other end. And they're just very good at making good reads. But they also have some really talented and gifted creators. Selton Miguel, coming off the bench as their leading scorer, he's a powerful driver, but he's also really shooting the three. I think Youngblood is one of the best players in our league, if not the best. And he just does a little bit of everything. He shoots it, he drives it. They switch a lot defensively. They just got a lot of different pieces. And they're playing really good basketball together. They've also, and I know we've talked about this as a group, for our group, they've been down, they've handled adversity really well. They just have this calm about them, and you see that in some of these older, experienced teams, and it's, I think, why they've been able to run to the regular season championship.
And I think the beauty of basketball is that anybody can beat anybody if you get hot at the right time. So where is the team at in terms of wanting to play your best basketball in March?
It's what we've talked about since the very beginning, that our goal is to be the best version of us at this time of year. And we've talked about trying to be the men of March. And we started that with our road game at Temple, where I thought we came out and played really well defensively and got off to a good start. And we took care of the basketball. And that combination has not been consistent on the road. We just want to keep taking steps further, and we've got a great challenge against South Florida. But I do think that our guys have a confidence about them that we believe that we can play well. We just know that we've got to be able to be sharp on both ends consistently and battle through those lows and handle the highs as well in any basketball game.
How much do your goals change through a year? Like, I know at the beginning of the season, it's win the regular season conference championship, win a conference championship, make it whatever. Like, now, like this weekend, you finish regular season with a winning record. Like, is that something that gets brought up at all? Like, is that a goal that you pinpoint with these guys right now, or does that not matter?
Yeah, we don't really talk about those things so much. I mean, of course, we talk about you play basketball at this level to win championships, and you try to get to the NCAA tournament because that's the way that you compete for a national championship. But we really take an even broader view of what and evaluate what improvement looks like from improvement in the weight room, to improvement in some of the shooting drills we do, to improvement in how to play together to win high-level basketball games. So we've really grounded ourselves in that. We have spent some time recently talking about the structure of the conference tournament and how seeding works and what the bracket looks like and why in this league you want to finish in the top 4 or from 10th to 5th and what that means. So we have educated our guys on that, but we really focus more than anything, TJ, on just controlling what we can control, and let's be good at those things. Our focus, our attitude, really, our effort, our body language, and just how we get a little bit better each day and just keep trying to stack really good days and let the score take care of itself.
And on a senior day, how important is it to win for those seniors, like in their last home game that they'll ever play at the Merrill Center?
Well, it's always the goal, and you want to be able to, and I've already told our team this week that the best way to honor your teammates in their last game here is to play really, really hard and together. And, of course, when you do those things, your outcome is normally pretty good. So we're excited about that. We're excited about that opportunity to play here at home always, but absolutely want to honor Kobe and Ari in a big way.
Justin? Coach, in that first matchup, obviously they got out first half lead on you pretty big there. So how critical would it be maybe Saturday to hang tight with South Florida and kind of let that home crowd in the second half feel, hey, TU's in this thing?
So important that we get off to a good start. I thought that was key in our game at Temple. We've gotten behind a couple times here at home, and then we've been able to just rally in the second half, and our crowd has had a big part of it. South Florida, we can't allow ourselves to get back in a hole like that. They have a way of, because of the way they shoot it, because of the way they defend, they have a way of keeping people at bay. In that first game, we're up 6-5. They hit a 3. We get a blockout foul. They get the ball right back on that possession. They hit another 3, get a stop, hit another 3 in transition. And they just had a way of just hitting you. And they've done that to people. And so we've got to be able to bottle up our defensive energy and effort in that first half against Temple, and we've got to be able to bring that. It's got to start with that. But they're also a very stingy defensive team. We've got to be able to take care of the basketball. They're number 1 in our league in effective field goal percentage defense. We've got to find clean looks, and we've got to knock them down, and we've got to do it from the beginning.
I know probably 2 20-point scores isn't going to happen every night, but when PJ gets the help like he did from Kobe in that last game, what's that do for you guys offensively?
It's big. Having balance is really important. PJ's been so consistent, which is really remarkable for a redshirt freshman. Kobe was able to get it going from 3, and I was really happy for him and for us because we've needed that production from the perimeter. But then Jared Garcia getting in double figures is important. I thought Isaiah Barnes had a nice performance off the bench and had some really strong finishes around the basket. So it's got to be a total team effort from us. We've shrunk our bench a little bit. We've extended minutes on our top 5 and 6, but we need to have contributions from everybody.
Pretty much from day one, you've talked about wanting to see this team grow and wanting to see growth within the program. The plus 10 wins from last year to this year ties the most this program's seen in 40 years. What does that say about the growth that this team has been able to do this year and kind of the trajectory of the program?
Well, we're really excited about the future here. I know I am. We've got a lot of youth in our program. We're by far the youngest team in our league. We've gotten contributions from those young players. I believe we've got 3 of the top 5 freshmen in the league when you just look at production and what they've meant to us winning games. But we have a great history here, but of course our mindset is just on what are we doing today and how are we moving forward. And we've taken a step forward. Of course, we've got big dreams, goals, and aspirations for this program and this place. And we're just working every day to do that. And that's our staff, that's our players, that's all of our administrators, fans, and supporters. And it's going to take everybody. But we're really excited about what we're doing here and how we're doing it. And it's just it's taken some time, of course. Nobody's more driven and maybe even less patient than me. But at the same time, we know that what this looks like and what it's going to take. But we're very, very much looking forward to we're not practicing today, but practice tomorrow. and this next game and just keep stacking good days.
TJ?
I know you're excited about what Coach Nelp and the women were able to do. Does that not motivate? Does that push your guys saying like, hey, like we have a team in our building that just went out and did this? Is that maybe I don't know. That's probably dumb. But does it push you guys at all? Like, hey, if they can do it, we should be able to get to a level like that as well.
Well, I think when you're on the beautiful thing about college sports, unlike, say, professional sports like the NBA, in fact, when we were at Temple, from our hotel room, you could see the 76ers facility right across the water. Well, they're there by themselves. They don't have anybody else there. It's just really them. And one of the things I love about college is you're part of something so much bigger. You're part of that college campus and all the academic things that are happening here. But you also get to be a part of an athletic department. My son Ryan and I, we went and saw women's tennis on Sunday and softball on Sunday and supporting them and their efforts. We happen to share a building with women's basketball and volleyball and golf and others. So we're each other's biggest fans. So number one, I am absolutely cheering for Coach Nelp and the women's basketball program. Such a big congratulations to them. We work hand in hand on facilities and things like that. But when you're in an athletic department where it just only good comes from other people's success, because it's students walking shoulder to shoulder with other students that are trying to achieve and do really good things. So I think it's only positive. And I don't think that there's anything other external motivation for us than what we're trying to do for ourselves. But at the same time, we're so proud and happy for them, and we want to continue to make all of TU and the city of Tulsa proud as well.
Bruce?
Coach, USF has won a ton of games by less than 10. I mean, they've found a way almost every game in different ways, shapes, or form. Even Tulane, down 5 minutes to go, was still a game, and then they won going away. So is that something obviously you admire and maybe aspire to, and maybe take a picture of what happened in Philadelphia and try to win games at the end?
Yeah, there's a formula, and in things that we've talked about with our team, number one is defending. And I know we've talked with our team, even at Temple, that it was going to get stops. It wasn't outscoring them in the last 3 minutes. That's not the way to try to do things. Of course, you want to try to go down and get a basket, but stringing together some stops. And it always seems, in these last 14 games for South Florida, in those close ones, they've been able to find a way just to string enough stops, take care of the basketball, and then they're very timely with either a three or getting fouled, or you can just see that they've got Youngblood and Stroud together have won a lot of games. Now, not early in their career at Kennesaw State, but their last year at Kennesaw last year, this year at South Florida, you can just see that experience that they have together where they don't ever seem rattled, they don't seem frazzled. It's next play, stop, take care of it, get a great shot. And I thought we did a better job of that at Temple. I think we can absolutely gain confidence from that, and that's the experience that we're building with our young group.